So here we go. This is definitely the Moyes house. It's owned by father and mother Thomas and Karen Moy. Tyler's name is also there on the back. But yeah, this house is the one that overlooks perfectly over the King Road, the 1122 King Road residence, or Queen Road residence. And Dad, Tom, is an ex-Navy SEAL. So that's interesting. And I can say that unequivocally, with no doubt in my mind whatsoever. I've seen his LinkedIn as well now, which you can find. So that is interesting. And they've lived all over the place, which is what you'll often find with military families. This is the same house as the one that Drip Drop was looking at on Crime Circus just the other day. It's this one. Now, I'm going to show you a clip of a video in a moment because I think she explains it better than me because I can't flip and figure out where they are. But look, you can just see the King Road residence in the middle there. So how is this? Is it just a pathway?
Then, if you go up just a little bit, you have the 1122 King Road residence over here. So if you follow my mouse, at the back of the house, there's a path that leads to a blue house, all right? There's a blue house, I think it's this one right here, but there's a path at the back of 1122, and it leads you to the back of that house, to the side of the house, which leads you onto Walenta Drive. All right, so Walenta Drive is here. And then if you follow Walenta, it turns into Ridge Road right at this corner here. So it still says Walenta Drive, but over here it's Ridge Road. So it turns into Ridge Road, all right? Now, keep in mind here, there's a path. Like, there's this path that goes...
So, it would seem that you can't actually see the entrance to the path. Must just be back there somewhere. This, I think it said it's 2 years old. Was it for this house, or maybe that was a different house? I wouldn't rely on it being up to date, to be fair, because they've... Now that's saying 1254. This is definitely 1260, and when you get near it, it says a different number as well, 1271 or something. But it's definitely I did say 1260, didn't I? It's the number, yeah, it's the number that's on the letterbox. It's definitely correct. But at different angles, Google Earth, for some reason, tells you a different number. In fact, I've been at this angle and it's told me a different number. So they must have, I think the parents must have purchased, because I've known other parents, wealthy parents, to do this, to purchase a house, because they've got quite a few kids and they all go... In fact, that family, they did have quite a few kids, but they were all at different universities and they still purchased houses. But there was there was quite a phase of that over here at one point where people bought student houses as an investment. So yeah, maybe this just looks, I can't really tell what I'm looking at here. I have an astigmatism, and it does make things a little bit unclear sometimes, even with glasses on. I think I can find things a bit confusing. So maybe that's the pathway. I don't know. It's round there somewhere, anywho. So there we go. So there may have been, if they are talking, if those Banfield 3 were talking about Matt Moy, then it could be the case, then it would be the case that there was some sort of gathering here on the 12th into the 13th. So those boys might not have been the only boys who might have wandered in that direction. And in fact, the girls may have ended up at that party because they know Madison. Or they knew Madison. So interesting, eh?